song right here. Hey, something without one. Hey, I don't want to write you.
Also, right with me.
Yes, sir.
Hey, today, family, just want to talk about Joy Reid. Talk about this little situation happening with a little kid down in Arkansas. That I got time to say. Love the day, man. Love the day. They just told me some yes about my state. We got to talk about the flag. Talk about the talk about all the stuff. All right. Hey. See, I put a little mix in there. We ready to get started. Let's go. The Magnificent Life Place. Family, what's going on? What's going on, family? As you know, I'm Nick.
I'm Mike. What's up? What's happening?
Special guest Friday. We got no other than our main man, T-Jam in the house. Welcome.
What's up, fellas? What's up?
What's the deal with you?
Always good to have you back, my brother.
Man. Always good to be here, man. Always good to be here with these two positive brothers.
How was your day, T-Champ? How was your day, my brother?
Excellent, man. Every day you can make it to Friday, man, in one piece, in sound, mind, spirit, and body is always good. This is the first Friday of daylight savings time here, so got the sunlight. The weather's about to get beautiful, and guess what, man? This is the last day of winter, so I'm all good, baby.
All right, Mike. How was your day, my brother?
Man, you know what? It was a beautiful day, man. I work with teenagers 16 to 18, and today they had their physical fitness test. And so, push-ups, sit-ups, 1 mile run. And I jumped out there with them, man. Let's just say they know who I am, man. For me to beat half of them was a shame today. Young people, go ahead, eat your vegetables and get outside, get off them video games, man. I got a hurt knee, almost 30-something years older than y'all, and still smoking. Stop it, young folks. But I'm feeling good, man. I got my water, Gatorade energy bars coming, and some suds will be hitting later on. How about yours, my brother?
Mike, I have one question to ask you. Did it have the paramedics nearby when you?
Hey, my man, let me tell you something. I know it's hard for you to believe. Ain't nothing changed but the age, baby. I'm still running, still gunning, still smoking youngsters. All
right, I hear you. Hey.
and yes, the paramedics was on standby.
You said it and the
icy hot.
see, I asked a question. See that right? Had it right. I had a good day, my brother. Cannot complain about anything. Hey, today is my son's senior day football game. My parents are in town, man. So we're gonna support my catch. Is a beautiful thing, man. My family came
Wonderful.
up. Yeah.
Football? Is this football?
Football. North Carolina did something a little different because of COVID. They just pushed everything back.
That's right. Football in the spring. Beautiful idea, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
They took their first L last week. So they're bouncing back this week, man. So as you know, I'm gonna have to slip off from the show a little bit early, but I know you guys will hold it down, take you and handle it. I'll still be able to chime in. What's going on, Z? What's going on, Z? Appreciate you, my brother.
Said Holland, what up? He said.
Yeah. So hey, man.
Dog.
Hey, man. Hey, it's a good day. Ready to get into this conversation, man. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to get it rolling today, man?
Let's do it.
All right. We're gonna talk about this sister, baby. Talk about this beautiful sister right here, baby. Miss Joy. That's right. That sister, that's right. Holding it down. She holding that main spot on MSNBC. Have our own show. We come from start with you, T-Champ. We just talked about Miss Reid.
Harvard educated, Ivy League sister, high-powered journalist, political commentator, host of the Readout. I am a fan. Love to sit down and listen to this sister break it down and challenge you mentally to be better, challenge you politically to be better. What a tight sister. So happy for her. She has a very storied background. What I love about this sister, man, is that, she started locally, down in Florida, building her career up, doing a lot of different things. The editor of the Griot online and doing that stuff. And fantastic. And then when his sister kind of went nationally, MSNBC, she had a show. The show didn't do well. It got canceled. They put her into some different things. And then she remade herself, man, on AM Joy. And that was fantastic. That was sort of a platform for her. And a lot of times, man, in TV, when bad things happen, man, it provides an opportunity for people. So when Chris Matthews went through his situation, that gave her an opportunity to get into that prime spot, man. And man, has that sister delivered. And what I also love is not only did she get her prime spot, but then she set up, Tiffany Cross and Jonathan on the weekends and gave them an opportunity to do their thing on Saturday and Sunday. So, she's tremendous. And I'm just a big fan of this sister.
Amen. What's your thoughts, Mike?
Listen, man. First of all, I didn't even know that she was a part of the Griot, man. I'll stay on that site right there. I'm gonna just piggyback off of what T-Cham said, man. Just powerful. Not only did she, write the book and publish the book that you just said, The Man Who Sold America, man, she's also responsible for a book called Fracture. Barack Obama, the Clintons and Racial Divide. Also, We Are the Change We Seek, the speeches of Barack Obama. She has a podcast called Read This, Read That, and it's spelled her name, Reid. And she also has a book podcast, What to Read, spelled Reid. Very powerful sister, man. She's had articles to appear in the New York Times, The Guardian, the Miami Herald, man, New York Magazine, The Daily Beast. Almost unstoppable, man. I like her power, man. And you know what? I'm gonna throw this out there about this sister. She makes a lot of people angry, and I love that. That's what I like. When you got that energy kicking off and that sun shining on you like that, it angers a lot of folks, and I love it. And you know what? Don't come for her on Twitter, man. She lights that up too. She has no problem shutting people down, man. Awesome. I love it, man.
Yeah. And I'm going to show this book right here, man, as I said, because we like to showcase the book, talk about a book, man. This is her latest book. I actually have the book, going through the book. It's a great book. If you haven't gotten it, definitely go get it. The sister breaks it down. If you don't know, she'll make sure you know who sold out the United States of America. The man who sold America. You need to get this book if you haven't invested in the book. And I'm going to let you know right now, it is worth your time and energy. It's definitely worth the read. That sister, man, is no joke. I give nothing but props to that sister. I know there was last year, about 4 years ago, they had this one pastor out of South Carolina, in our home state. He was a supporter of Donald Trump. And man, when she got that brother on the air, I'll put it this way. We know that brother didn't. That brother was fumbling all at the mouth and all this kind of stuff. He was not playing with that.
Nick said foaming at the mouth. Hey, let me tell you something. I heard that interview and she shredded that brother. He wasn't even ready for that blender. It was a work of art.
Mike, I thought he was a pastor, but when Joy got from
man, she asked him where was his resources and all type of proof. And that brother was like, well, what I said was, so you sure? Shut him down, man. Looked like Arsenio when he had Andrew Dice Clay on there, man. Had him all type of clamoring and stuttering. Incredible.
Mike, that sister, man, is a sharp sister that I saw.
Boy, had your homework and research done.
Mike, people need to learn, man. You better have your P's and Q's together, man, and teach you before you come on somebody's show. That's just like somebody coming on this show and don't have this stuff together. As you know, when we all start talking about those Knicks and the Hornets.
But look, let me tell you, man. You know, Mike, you know this is our homegirl too, you know. You know she's from
yes.
You know, she grew up in Brooklyn. Just looking at her background, looks like she was born in Iowa and then came to live in New York after the untimely passing of her mom. She is the daughter of immigrants. So if you ever watch her show, man, you know, she lights it on fire when it comes to discrimination against immigrants. I love her show. Her show is diverse.
Yeah.
And you know, she really talks and she asks smart questions, man. And you know, I'm just proud of her. And you know, if you haven't heard, MSNBC is now #1 from a cable perspective. And I think it has a lot to do with, you know, what's happening, the changing demographics of America. But they have a very diverse group of hosts as well, too. And, you know, depending on where you get your news from, you know, MSNBC is definitely left leaning. You know, CNN tries to stay in the middle and Fox is going to be on the right hand side. But you see the TV demographics changing, right? And I think when you start to see Joy Reid come in, then you start to see other networks making moves to be diverse as well, too, because this is where it's at. People are watching, people are tuned in, and people care. And when you look at like a situation of what happened in Georgia, you know, you get your brothers were talking about Georgia, talking about Stacey Adams and the switching of Georgia. I thought that the Democrats would get one. I thought it'd be split, but you got two. And, you know, having this sister involved and driving that and educating, I think is excellent, man. I think it's just a great thing to see.
Yeah, man. I also want to touch base. You know, you mentioned New York. She studied. She concentrated in film from Harvard, and she also taught a course at Syracuse University. Man, has her own documentary film production. Man, I mean, she's just high powered, man. You can't knock that, man. And you know, coming from where she comes from, you know, you mentioned the immigrant parents and whatnot. So she knows how to be grateful, humble. She knows how to grind, go get it, and keep it moving, man.
You know, she exposed me to that Hair. You know, the Hair movie. I can't recall the name of it, but it's the movie that talks about a young girl who was getting her hair done, and her mom showed her the beauty, and her family showed her the beauty in her hair, right? And it actually won an Academy Award.
Wow.
And Joy Reid, back to your comment, Mike, about you know, the film stuff and those elements. She had the couple on that actually created this book and then eventually the movie. And Joy Reid helped to invest in that as well too. You know, so which is fantastic, man. So I'll try to find out the name of it, but it had to do with black hair, and it's phenomenal. Short film, maybe like less than 15 minutes, but it won an Oscar, and she helped to bring it to light and expose it. So powerful sister.
Speaking of black hair, man, that's one industry I know we need to do a better job at. How is it that, you know, billions upon billions of dollars are invested into businesses are catered towards black people as far as their hair? Well, how many stores do we actually own as far as selling products to? So that's definitely an industry, man, that we're definitely getting exploited. We definitely need to make a change in. We need to step up to the plate. So hats off to Ms. Joy Reid. And so we're going to give, what do you say? In fact, Steve Harvey wanted for his. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Charles Stewart. Okay.
I can see that. I could definitely see that. And I can see why.
Good point, man.
But listen, let me throw this out there. You remember who Steve Harvey had on his show before? High Class Society. Everything was rocking and rolling. And I think she was too much for Steve, man. Next thing I know, she was gone.
Ooh, was that Jackie? Was that Jackie?
Jackie, yes, my brother.
Yes, it was Jackie. It was Jackie Reid.
Yes.
Jackie Reid.
She was on there. And,
she was.
And several times
relation.
Steve would say something and she would look at him and maybe make a comment and or question that. And Steve would look at her. Next thing I know, she wasn't on there no more. That sister, she wasn't a yes person.
Nope.
She's not gonna laugh at every single one of your jokes. And I'm not knocking
And that's
Shirley Strawberry, but
Mhm.
Steve can do no wrong in her eye. Jackie Reed wasn't having it.
wasn't having it.
No.
Anyway. All right, man. On y'all brother ready to get into some of these hot topics?
Let's rock.
Oh,
and roll.
let's do it. You know we gotta talk about something before you go. So don't even try to push it to the end.
Don't try
We
to
didn't
dip
have
off
that.
on that
Don't
part.
even try to dip. It wasn't even in the prepared remark. Oh yeah, baby.
Ah, yeah. That's right. Juju, get that bag. Get that bag. Secure the bag, Juju.
There are a couple of things, man, that I've been noticing about your show. You hate Gordon Hayward.
I got a little juju on that beat coming while you talk, T-Sham.
And more than him, I believe, Ben Roethlisberger, can't stand him. But worse than that, you cannot stand Juju Smith-Schuster, baby. And when we saw that he signed, you'll see the post on Facebook. I just said, you are sick. You are physically sick right now. My brother, he re-signed. Hey, man, there was no market for him. He wasn't going to sign with Philly. He wasn't going to sign. He said, man, I'm going to go on back home, baby. Do that juju, baby. Do that juju. Let's see that juju. Let's see that juju, Nick. Come on now. Oh, juju, baby.
We need a couple of little kids to hit this for Nick.
Juju, baby.
He about to dance again on them emblems and them logos just for Nick.
Hey, he about to get the stuffing knocked out of him again by the Bengals.
Ooh, no.
Nick, y'all wasn't the same after that Monday night trouncing. Y'all just wasn't the same, man. The Bengals beat the stuffing out of y'all, brother. Y'all just wasn't the same.
Hey, man, I don't have anything to say.
No, my brother. It ain't that easy.
No.
You ain't getting off that easy.
Y'all ready to move on to the next topic?
Wow. You ain't got nothing to say about the salary? Nothing? What's up?
Mike, let me show you how dumb this Pittsburgh Steelers are for signing this contract. But you know what, though? It may end up working in my favor. Want to know why? May work out in our favor. Want to know why?
Break it down.
That means that we don't have enough money to sign an offensive lineman. And as we know, our offensive line is our weak point. So that means I may get my wish as someone coming off the top turnbuckle like Jimmy Fly's Super Snooker and close
top rope
out of the season. So I have two ways of looking at this. You can't sign nobody else. You throw $8 million away on this clown. That's right.
Pro Bowler. Address him as Pro Bowl.
Win 1 year. Yeah. Okay. A clown. And then he gonna make it seem like, see, I told you I wanted to be a Steelers. No, man, they didn't give you the money that you thought you were getting.
And he turned down several offers, he said.
Man, no, whatever, man. He was trying to get the money from the Jets, and the Jets offered him money that he did not. He thought he could get more. Juju was trying to get $14 million a year, like $14, $15 million a year. And he was trying to do a multiple year contract. And the Jets probably were only going to give him like a 2 or 3 year. And Juju wanted more money than that for more years.
But hold on, big dog. Hold on, big dog. Exactly. I was about to touch base on that. It was the Chiefs, Ravens, and the Eagles. The Chiefs was wanted to offer him $8 million plus $3 million in incentives. It was a hard push for Schuster because he was offered $9 million with $4 million more in incentives from the Ravens. Brother turned down the Ravens and the Chiefs to stay at his beloved Steelers.
I love you.
I'm actually right. Where's that information coming from?
Brother, I'm on Fox News.
Don't believe that crap.
It didn't matter where I got it from. You was gonna hit that one.
Ask you a question, Mike. UNT champ here. I offer you $8 million, but another company gonna offer you 12, and you're gonna turn it down.
He He loved the Steelers with
Mike. You young. Don't be trying to give me that
24.
You know what?
24 years old.
The doctor told me to keep my blood pressure down. So I will keep my pressure.
And he said he wants to be with a team that don't have any cheerleaders, and he gonna stay there.
He think he more than what he is, and I told my brother, I said, listen.
Oh, you gotta hit that juju again, Mike. Gotta hit that juju again, baby.
And not only that, I'm gonna get Nick a juju jersey.
Hey, on to the next topic.
Little exit music, little exit on juju. What we got? Who we got? Oh boy, here we go.
Woo.
Here we go.
Oh,
Now, and last time I seen it, it was 9. It went from 3 to 9 to 12.
Mike, I'm gonna let y'all comment, but then I'm gonna give y'all a spin on this.
Brother, I don't know who's having a worse like 1 or 2 weeks. Deshaun Watson or Andrew Cuomo, man. I'm like, man.
Wow. You hit him like that?
The clock gotta run out. I'm like, come on, man. Woo. Man, this is rough, man.
But like said Holland said,
no criminal
charges.
Y'all gonna
But in the public relations court of appeal, man, they just trying to damage this brother's brand.
Now,
I think the ugly thing, man, is and what I always go back to, man, is when you got to put that hand up and testify under oath. That's where we gonna really see the whole thing. But man, I just think some ugly things are gonna come out. I don't even want to necessarily say ugly things, but just it's gonna impact his brand. And I believe that every woman should be heard fully, and this thing should be fully vetted. But brother, man, you talking about trying to impact somebody's brand? I'm just like, bruh. And you know what? It was it's only been like what, 3 days? 4 days, bruh. 3 days, 4 days, man.
It's like gunpowder to a keg, man. This is I'm gonna go here on it because Nick, you put the final spin. This is where I'm gonna go. As famous as Deshaun Watson is, and as much money as he has, he really don't have to go to a massage parlor for anything. He don't have to let his towel fall by accident. None of that. All he got to do is walk on Clemson's campus. He will get smothered. He can pick and choose. He can rent out the penthouse suite of the Marriott, jacuzzi filled with Moet, whatever. He don't have to do all that. And account after account after account. On top of him, not even being known as a wild child. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is the dude who gave his first check to the staff of the stadium because he knew that they needed that money, man.
Mm-hmm.
Loves his mom, talks highly of her, come from humble beginnings, man. You know, I just don't see where this brother has to do a juvenile move. Like he's getting a massage, the lady turn around and get some oil or something. She turn around, his towel off. That's something that you do when you about 16.
Mike, I'm gonna ask you and Team Champ a question. And you said something, Mike, and I told you I got a spin on this. And even my man said even touched on it. Even Z and Ace, everybody kind of touched on it. You said something. You said Deshaun might not be juvenile about this, but you want to know who possibly is very juvenile behind this?
The owners.
Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be surprised if these owners are behind, if Houston can realize they do not want to get rid of Deshaun Watson. So just think about this. Now I'm attack your character, just putting it in questions. A lot of organizations and teams were inquiring about Deshaun. But if I'm starting to throw little subtle things out there to get you to question this joker characters, now instead of 30 teams being interested in you, that's gotten dwindled down to maybe like just a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I think there's more to this than being exposed at this point. Now,
Gotta be.
In the beginning, it was 3. Now you all the way up to 12.
They're coming out the woodwork.
Now just think, Mike. Even Shannon Sharp said, if I'm making X amount of $1 million a year, I'm going to only have like 1 or 2 massage therapists that I go to give me a massage. I'm gonna literally have specific people giving me massage. I'm not going to a whole bunch of people who are more than likely going to probably come to my house, or we have a specific location that we go to where I get a massage. What the world I'm going to... Now you got 12 people. So you mean to tell me 12 different women are giving Deshaun Watkins massages? Don't add up.
It don't. He's been in the league now, is it 5 years?
Something like that, 5, 6 years or something like that. I'm not 100% sure.
And this stuff never, ever came out. And then all of a sudden, boom, it just comes out. It's terrible, man. I mean, it just the hit is character. So let me ask you this question: do you settle if you're him? Do you settle and just move about, or do you go through it? Do you go through the court cases?
This is the reason why I've said, because it's bigger than this. You got to realize, Cam Newton learned this a couple of years ago. When you're affecting that endorsement and money, you're going to fight the same thing. Kobe Bryant, Tiger Woods, a lot of these guys, man, when it comes to their endorsement, they're still under that NBA or NFL contract. But endorsements are what they're looking at. Think about it. Dak is making $50 million in just endorsement alone. So he's going to have to fight. He's going to fight that just to keep that endorsement money coming in.
Got to fight it. He's already made a statement that he's just going to clear his name, and the truth will come out. Get the best lawyers. I like what you said earlier, T-Cham. When it come time to touch that book in that court, that man has porn stars after him. You feel that strongly that he done wrong, file criminal charges, which doesn't exclude you from filing civil charges, but you only file civil charges.
Yeah.
You know what? My whole thing is this, man.
What'd you see?
No settlement. This will go away as soon as camp starts. And like I said, man, I don't want to overhype this thing, man. Yeah, you're fighting for your character. And I like his demeanor. He ain't on there crying and going bananas, losing it. But look, man, a brother of his caliber, go high tech. Go to Hollywood, man. This brother has the capabilities to live out his fantasies, man. I don't want to put anybody on blast, man, but he can give Nia Long a call or somebody, man. You ain't gotta be going to the old Becky and them at old yay old parlor.
No, man.
Shoot, man. This brother can get into some of these singing groups out here, man.
What have you heard, if anything, about his camp, his entourage?
Travel, man.
He don't travel like that. He don't travel with entourage like Iverson. And all of them, you know what I'm saying, man? Yeah, this dude keep to himself.
I mean, his brand has been really, really strong, man. Just in terms of the type of guy he is, you have not heard any issues,
anything.
So, nothing.
All good.
Nothing. Just all good. So, I just want him to keep getting the benefit of the doubt. But man, it went from, as Jay said, man, it was all good a week ago.
I mean, but see, my thing is this.
It was all good a week ago.
All these
man, within a week, 12 women have come out. Come on, man.
But all these brothers who do hit these type of establishments, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, you ain't heard nobody come out on them.
No.
I'm telling you.
And we wouldn't have known about Kawhi unless somebody snuck the camera up in there.
Hey, man.
Snuck it up on him, Mike.
Yes, he did with his New Balance sweatshirt.
We've never known about it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. I mean,
yeah, man.
These young ladies, whoever they are, they have the right to be heard. But man, I just hope they're not putting this brother through this, man, just for some joke,
Okay, said we'll get whoever's 24 to 25, 26. He go said he all in that though. He all in that.
That's that Google, baby.
I'm sure they want him.
Hey, I feel you.
Yeah.
The Pats owner, exactly.
Yeah.
Patriots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that brother about 60-something years old, man.
Yeah.
Robert Kraft, man. And I mean Kraft, he had a great team, man, and they got him out of that, man.
Yep.
You know that film never came out.
Exactly.
The film never came out, man. And he got the right energy, man. So, it sounds like he's hiring the right, defense attorney to defend him, and that's what you got to do, man. Don't do like Don King did Mike Tyson. Tell him with a tax attorney.
Everybody,
don't do that.
Everybody
Don't
got
do
a
that,
piece of
man.
Mike. Everybody got a piece of Mike, man.
Everybody,
Hey,
man.
this next topic,
Lord have mercy.
this next topic, man, we're gonna keep this real short and real quick. Can't be on this topic too long. All right.
I know what's coming up.
No,
Oh.
since Ace Dog is there, man. Portland, and so
Let me look at my notes.
Ace, he always said we spend too much time talking about the Knicks and short, keep it short. So he ready to chime in and have something to say. We're gonna keep this real short. Everybody got one sentence to say about this game. And that's it. I tell you what, man. All jokes aside, if you're talking about MVP, bro, and
man,
y'all gonna keep putting Dame Lillard in that conversation,
oh man,
straight up disrespectful, man.
incredible. Hey, Ace Dog will love this, man. I was looking at this, man. I was blown away. Damian Lillard, his career point average is 24.6 points a game, 25 points a game.
You said
This
career?
year's career average.
Yeah.
His average this season is 30.6. And in the last 10 games, man, that brother's average is 32.8.
Oh, he did.
Last
I told Nick he got a chip on his shoulder, man. Brother, and get that starting role in the All-Star game. He about to go ham.
Man, he definitely has to be in the running. The Trailblazers, boy, they're gonna be heard from.
Dude,
They're really gonna be heard from, man.
told you
They got something, man.
I told you guys this, man, and AC, remember I said this, man. When that Portland Trailblazers starting getting healthy, this is going to be a team, bro, no one's going to want to see in the West. Like I said, Collins come back, and you got that big center coming back from off of injury.
McCollum getting his rhythm back.
McCollum getting his rhythm back.
Yep.
Just getting back. Dude, I'm letting you know, them signing Covington from Houston last year was a great pickup by Portland. Great.
And you still got Melo, who's dangerous.
Right.
Melo did his thing.
But what I'm saying, you have Melo coming off the bench. You don't want to burn Melo out. Now Melo's not playing 30 minutes a game. You're reducing Melo minutes down to like 20-something minutes a game, but keeping him more in the full quarter if you need more scoring. So Melo's that ace coming off the bench, man. But now, like I said, you got these two giants that's coming back. Now you're going to put old boy, you got two players going to go back to the bench. It's going to make them that much formidable as far as improving the bench. Portland, bro, you better keep your eye on Portland.
If the playoffs were today, man, they would play the Phoenix Suns.
Then fourth place.
That would be Portland. Portland's in sixth place. Phoenix is in third place.
Okay.
And they would play each other. Man, you talk about that would be a heck of a series, man.
Bro, do not sleep on them boys.
Dame time and Booker.
Yeah. You know, they're trying to give it LeBron Z. They're trying to give it to LeBron. And we'll talk about that bozo on the next.
And I don't think they're going to give it to him simply because he wasn't a starter, man. And a few years ago, Dame got snubbed in the All-Star. Didn't even make the team.
But I don't think it's all-star, man. Right, the Lakers were playing good ball, and like I said, he's always on TV, man. I'm letting you know, man. Keeping these guys on TV, bro. Last night, and we talked. They played my Hornets last night, and they were on TV. I mean, come on, man.
But you know what? I get it, man. They got prime time, but you know, you got these other networks, man. You know, the MSG package. You can get your team, man. There's an NBA package.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. Dame Lillard, what he doing in Portland, man?
Yeah, no doubt, man. He's a monster, man.
All right, man. Ace Dog. Hope you are satisfied. Yeah. All right, man. On to the next one, man. Your New York Knicks.
You know what, man? It was touch and go.
Listen to Ace Dog saying. You play, you don't say nothing because you did not want pour fuel on the fire. Okay. Person that can go off and drop up down. But Ace, the Joker had no assists last night. That's one thing I didn't like.
And can they pour that fire on the Suns if the playoffs started today?
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. We talk about your Knicks, and I'm gonna say before you get started, Mike, I said something that I noticed the Knicks made a change. Me and you talked about this the other day. You know, the Bullock went to the bench and they started Burks, put him in the starting lineup.
Let me tell you something, man. You did mention Burks a minute ago. This brother is he's like a prolific scoring machine, man.
Something else,
He gets it in. I watched the whole game down to the wire, man. You know, the Knicks were handling business, and then Orlando took the lead. I don't know what it is about that fourth quarter. I just like the way they dug, stuck with it, didn't let up, and just held on to the dub. Because I wouldn't have been able to take you today for one thing if they would have lost.
Right.
And I like what I saw, man. You know, Julius Randle, 18. Burks getting busy with the 20-piece. RJ, point productions went up. French Montana, getting busy with 13. Bullock, if he comes off the bench, he can drop 20, man. Let's do it.
Hold on, Mike. Before you chime in, T-Champ, I think Bullock coming off a bench is a better fit than Bullock actually starting with the Knicks. I want to know your thoughts on that, T-Champ. Unless you want, where you finished, Mike? I want you to finish.
Well, you know what? T-Champ can chime in on that, man, because I'm all for whatever works.
I am too. I would agree with that. Look, man, we gotta, Nick, man, we've been talking about this, man, a couple things, man, what I'm liking about my Knicks. Number one, you look at our record at home, right? Well, we've won 3 straight at home, and we're winning at home. And that's what you gotta do.
Ace Dog, you will not. I repeat, you will not limit Nick talk. New York Knicks, you will not limit it like that.
No, sir.
We gave you Portland.
I love, and we led with Portland too. I love what Mike said about Julius Randle and all of that. It's his 3rd triple-double of the season. As I shared before, man, last week when we were talking, this 5-game stretch, man, we wanted to go 3-2. We're 2-2 right now. We got the Sixers on Sunday without Embiid at home, and I believe we can get that. And if we're 3-2, man.
But hold on, listen.
We survive a good stretch.
I know Nick is impressed.
But hold up.
With 17 assists from Randall. 17 assists.
Hold on for one second. Hold that thought. I had one question to ask both of you guys. What happened to Quickly, man? What's the deal with Quickly? Is he hurt? Or is it a COVID protocol?
No. Derrick Rose is in the COVID.
What's his name? Tibbs is moving some stuff around. I noticed his facial expression, man. He wasn't comfortable with the Sixers loss.
Yeah.
And he is deciding to move some pieces around so we can get this correct chemistry, man.
But Quickly wasn't even in the box. He didn't play nothing, man. So I'm wondering, is he hurt? Because like I said, we were talking about Quickly. He was playing pretty good ball. But like I said, I'm impressed. And yes, I am ecstatic. How the world Randall had 17 and 6 assists, and your point guard, bro, only had like 2 or 3. Randall more trying to get people involved, and then he doing the offensive end, man. So if you put that together, man, his production, man, is like over like almost 50 points as far as Randall. When you
he MVP of our team, man, doing more.
Yeah.
You know, my one thing I wanted to see him do is I wanted to see him make the players around him better. And Mike just sharing that stat, I love that, man. 17 assists is telling you that. Look what he said, man. It won by 1 point.
Nick, hit him with that question. Hit him with the question, Nick. If you won by 1 or 100, what is it?
That's right. I think
it's a W, baby.
A couple of days ago. Hey, but Mike, we didn't talk about Zion, man. But you know, I digress. Zion and Portland. We just talk about Portland. We didn't talk about the Pelicans. Zion played a decent game. He had a double-double, but nobody else showed up for the Pelicans.
But I like where we are, man. I like where we're trending. This stretch of 5 games, 3 or 4 of them were going to be tough. You know, we had to play the Nets and the Sixers twice. Even though they don't have Embiid, we blew that game. But you know, we'll figure it out. Trying to figure some things out. We need one more, you know, scorer, man. We can stop people. But when we get down into that fourth quarter, it gets really tough for us to score some points, Mike. And with Derrick Rose out, you know, it's hard to generate from that perspective. But congratulations to Austin Rivers. He just had his first job. So that's why he has been. If you notice, he's been missing, and they've just said personal.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they were questioning Doc Rivers about it, you know, when we played him, and Doc wouldn't comment on it.
Okay.
And everything like that. So I'm sure Doc was probably, you know, keeping it close to the vest as well. But yeah, Austin Rivers just had his first child, so congratulations to him.
All right, congrats to him.
Beautiful. Doc was a granddad.
But do you know the concern about your New York Knicks, man, as it pertains to where you have Burke in? I think Burke needs to start. Bullock need to come off the bench. But my concern with your Knicks is if you guys develop a nice chemistry with Burke and, you know, the starting 5 now, you start. This is when you start winning. When Rose come back, come back in the starting lineup and disrupt the chemistry, or what? I mean, that's going to be the decision Tibbs is going to have to make when he.
Well, I think if you've noticed, one of the issues is, and there's a lot of talk, man, in the Knicks rooms about Obi Toppin, and Toppin has not performed well since Rose has been out. And the theory is that Rose, because of Toppin's game is more of a he doesn't have a perimeter game.
Catching alley-oops.
Yeah, and more of that kind of stuff. And Derrick Rose is really setting them up nice. If you look at the games when Derrick Rose was playing, man, Toppin was really doing this, the high flying and doing all kind of stuff. Now that Rose has not been there, it's kind of finding a role for Toppin, man. We got to get some production out of him.
But this
from that standpoint.
Man, that scorecard on him was horrible.
Hey, Mike,
terrible.
Yeah, but this is a question I have for the both of you guys. One, as you know, you have to have minutes in order to really produce.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who is he going to steal minutes from? Right now, you're not going to be Randall. Hold on, I'm going to ask a question that I want both of y'all to answer. You're not going to take it from Randall. And right now, Barrett has been playing pretty good basketball for you guys. So you're going to put him on the court, and Burkett has been playing. So I'm just wondering where you think those minutes are going to come from as far as that concern. Both can respond. I just want to know the question.
I just want to say that, first of all, with the minutes that Obi's given, okay, so he had 8. You got to get busy with your given minutes first. Then they can increase. Can't leave this brother out there. He comes away with 0-0-0, man. Dude had a 0-0, and I like the kid. But let me inform y'all quickly. Is hurt, man. He got a sore left ankle.
Okay.
And it probably would have aggravated it or made it worse. So they went on and going to shut him down, put him on the sideline.
Well, listen, if you're saying that and his minutes doesn't increase, Do you think that's possibly could lead to the Knicks possibly trading him to get another asset there to make you guys better? He's young.
I'd rather them get rid of Knox before Obi.
I mean, but you got to realize Obi has more value than Knox right now. And so I think
he's a new jack.
Right. So my thing is that look at pieces that you guys need. Maybe right now, man. I just think right now, with Burke playing as well as playing, Barrett playing good ball, man. Probably look at a center.
Well, so there are only a couple of options, man. That's the tough thing about the NBA, man. If you're not getting it done and you're a rookie, and you're a coach like Tibbs is not going to play you, especially if you just okay on defense. You know, you're just okay, and you're not doing other things. He's not going to find a play. I believe if you are doing your thing, they'll find a place for you. It's not about taking minutes. They'll find a place for you.
It's about production, man. You can't get out there. Yeah,
exactly. So either he's got to go. He may have to go to the G League to get some minutes and get underneath.
Right now, G League season is over. So,
is the season over?
Yeah, it was
okay. Season.
What short is you? So
okay. So if that's not an option, it's gonna be very, very tough, man. Especially with a rookie and the way the professional scene is. It's already a collapsed season.
True.
They didn't really have a full, like a training camp kind of deal. So it's pretty tough, man. And I think Knox is on the way out. They basically have given up on Knox.
Yeah, he played last.
Yeah, he did, man. But he just it's a short leash, man. He's not getting it done, especially quality minutes when you need him. He might give somebody a blow. But you know what I think happened, man, is I think Julius Randle has exceeded expectation.
Yeah.
Right. And so when the Knicks drafted Toppin, Randall was okay, but man, he's taken it to a whole nother level where it's like you can't have Toppin in there, supplanting Jay Randall. Jay Randall played 40 minutes last night.
Hey,
you got to keep him on the floor. If you take him off the floor, then you got problems scoring. You look at his field goal percentage; it wasn't great. He was 8 from 20, but to Mike's point, he did a lot of other things which I like, man. 17 assists, 10 rebounds.
Getting it in.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome because he's having an impact on all parts of the game, and that's what you want.
He's the face of the franchise, man.
Yes, sir.
Julius is getting it. I know Ace don't like that. We put that OT on him today, man. The OT.
We gotta get Ace on the show. He's running from the show. We gotta get Ace on the show, man. So,
hey, you get on the show, we might chop it down about a minute or two.
Yeah,
I want to hear how deep a Trailblazer fan he is. How far does he go back? That's what I want to know.
Yeah,
Maurice Lucas,
Mike. I believe you and I go back. I believe you and I go back to Bill Walton and Maurice Lucas, and when they played Dr. J, and they was flying and they wore gold chains. I believe we go back that far, brother. I want to see how far he goes back.
Ace, you tripping now, man?
Get him, Ace. Let's shift that gear.
On to the next conversation.
Well, I want to start it off with Knicks boy Gordon Hayward hitting a whopping 7 points.
Oh my God!
With a $30 million contract.
He's stealing money. He is stealing.
Embezzling, man.
You are T-Champ. Should know that. How many points did Gordon score against them?
Nothing, right?
Gordon Hayward?
Yeah.
Score against who?
Denver.
0, didn't he? He didn't score any points, did
he? 7.
How many points did he score against the Lakers?
7 points.
How much is his brother getting paid?
Oh my God.
30 millions.
So do you understand why I keep saying the problem?
But he didn't have 10 assists and 9 boards.
I don't care about that crap.
Hey, yo, remember your blood pressure, man.
That's Charlotte. They have an idiot. We have not had in the history of Charlotte basketball under the Michael Jordan regime. Charlotte has really never had a smart general manager. Never.
That brother going to the GM. Now brother went to 1988 and brought it up.
No. Charlotte, like I said, Charlotte, the left. I'm talking about under this new regime, not the old regime.
Okay, the new. Since they became the Hornets, not the Bobcats.
Charlotte Michael Jordan brought his buddy, former North Carolina Kupchak from the Lakers, whatnot. Kupchak has been making some bonehead decision, like the guy we got from the San Antonio Spurs came in, was our general manager. That's the problem with the Charlotte Hornets. That's the problem with the Charlotte Hornets. They have people making decisions on players, man, that shouldn't make. For example, this clown who's with the LA Clippers right now, used to be with Charlotte, a $25 million contract a year. Finally got rid of the contract last year. Played small forward because the joke was averaging. He came with Portland. Ace knew what I'm talking about because he used to be with doggone Portland. Traded for him. Came to Charlotte, made the playoff this year, made a little run, was still lost in the first round. They gave the Joker $25 million a year. What didn't lead Charlotte in scoring? Only thing led them in an assist. And I'm like, because he played like a role. Nobody else was going to pay him that money. Prime example, my idiot Steelers, who just signed Juju and gave Ben Roethlisberger all that money, $40 million, and nobody else was going to give him that money. My thing is that stop pricing yourself out of the market for players who's not going to get the job done.
Nick, I'm going to see if I can get some people together, man, and we're going to get a 1-800-HELP-HORNETS network and make you president. People can call in and gripe and moan about the Hornets. Brother, somebody has to hear you. Batum is trash.
Batum, straight trash. Hey, like Gordon Hayward is stealing money right now. Batum has been stealing money from Charlotte for 5 years. Now you just gave that money. Watch this.
Boy.
He backed it up and steal it from money from Charlotte. How the world?
What did Charlotte see that the rest of the league didn't see?
Dude,
that they signed Gordon Hayward.
Hey, want to know what
was it?
Hey,
because remember Gordon Hayward opted out of his contract with Boston.
Dude,
because Boston was going to sign him. He said, "Nah, I'm good." And then Charlotte signed him. What happened?
Hey, I have an answer for you. They're looking for the same thing to look when they drafted Adam Morris out of Gonzaga.
Oh, now you talk about a bust. I know Charlotte was steamed off that.
You know what they're looking for? They're looking for that white face to bring more fans in to try to be like that guy, that killer that's in Dallas, or that killer that played for the Boston Celtics. No, he is not that.
Let me tell you something. There just never, and there will never, ever be another Kelly Tripucka, man. Never.
No. That's the thing. I'm like, dude, I don't care what color you is. I'm all about production on the floor. Luka. He's not Luka. Stop trying to think he's doggone.
Your boy Washington put in work.
Mike?
He did.
Mike.
Yes, he did.
He did.
Yeah, 18.
He's the third leading scorer.
18 points, 8 boards. Your boy Ball went nuts.
Mike,
26 points.
Mike, who did he stop on the defensive end? Charlotte.
You know what, man? You just want it all. Brother, if a brother dropped 30, you want to know where was his defense.
Dude, because that's the only way we're going to win. It's not an offense, man.
Who said they was hot for drafting Morris? I ain't get that name. Who hot?
Z. It was Z.
Hey, he a Charlotte fan like me. Watch this, Mike. Look at the history of Charlotte draft the past couple of years. This past year, we actually drafted Ball. Great pick. He's 6'7" and playing the point guard. Last year, we drafted Washington. 6'9", power forward. Year before that, we drafted our small forward, 6'7" left-hander, Dunker, out of Michigan State.
Bridges.
Year before that, we drafted Monk, 6'4", shooting guard.
0 points from Monk. 0 assists, 0 steals.
Right. Now, any of those guys I named taller than 6'10"?
So you need a big man.
Oh, let me ask you this though. Oh, they got a big
Michael
man.
Porter Jr. no more.
No, Mike. They got a big man. 6'11".
Zeller
Out of Indiana University, making
Cody
$15.4 million.
Zeller.
Zeller is sorry. Zeller is starting at center, 6'10" at center. He can't stop a cold.
2 rebounds.
Third highest player on the team.
4 points. 4 points from Mr. Good Looking. And he's a good looking fella, that Cody.
Zellers, like I said, Zellers is that guy you put out in the community.
All right, Nick. So let's level up, Nick. Let's level up.
All right,
y'all gonna lose again. You play the Clippers. That's a loss.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to love. I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna come back on my phone. You guys keep it going. As you guys know, I have to go to my son's football game.
Yeah, man, and good luck. Hey, go ahead and cry, man.
What you talking about?
Senior night.
No, my boy gonna handle his business, man. So we get ready to roll out. But y'all keep it going. I'm gonna come back on my phone.
Y'all gotta walk him across the field at halftime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and shed a tear.
But one last thing on the Hornets, man. Like I said, when we see them Knicks.
Oh, I can't wait, man. When we play y'all?
My bad, y'all.
It's April, right around April the 18th.
You see Scary Terry still handling his business, right? Just saying.
It's all good. He the only one gonna go off.
But Nick, the next Nick, I think y'all about to go on y'all already on a 2-game losing streak. I think it might be 7. The Clippers gonna beat you. San Antonio's gonna beat you. Houston's gonna beat you.
Dude,
Miami's gonna beat you. And Phoenix gonna beat you. 7 games.
No, that's what happened with the Knicks when they play, not us.
Get ready for them hot L's being served.
I'm gonna let you go to the next topic. I'll chime back in a second.
Juju.
Be quiet.
That's right, man. It's going down.
This lady, but from Arkansas, and that 5-year-old kid, man.
Yeah, we could get into that right quick.
Oh,
you on top of this, my brother?
Oh, yes, I am.
Just scrolling at the bottom, man.
Well, we got it. We're on time.
Mike, let me tell you something, man. This thing right here, man, when I heard this thing on my morning radio drive in, I listened to my man, the Iron Eagle, baby, Joe Madison on Sirius XM. Urban View, baby. He brought this up, man. It made me sick to my stomach, man. Sick to my stomach, man. I'm like, man, what in the pure HELL is going on, bro? I mean, you can't be any nastier and disgusting. And we both have kids, man. Can you imagine if your kid came home and told you this, or you found out somehow, man, and you're at work? Talk about blood pressure, man. You would go crazy, man.
I'm already in a straitjacket. That somebody's best bet. Go ahead and hit me with about 8 rhinoceros tranquilizer darts. Put me out and go ahead and put me in one of them Silence of the Lamb straitjackets with the face mask, because I'm coming, man. And I'm not. There ain't nothing to talk about.
How do you talk about that? Like, how do you have a conversation about that?
And the thing is, she said she don't know why she did it. She's on administrative paid leave. Isn't that beautiful, man? You violate a child's human rights. But let me answer her question. She said she didn't know why she did it. I know. Because when you looked at that little 5-year-old black kid, you said to yourself, he ain't nobody.
Right.
Don't come from nothing, and he doesn't matter.
Right.
Because you could have easily called maintenance. All schools have maintenance. Listen, we got a toilet stopped up, sir. That ain't even your job to clean the toilet in an elementary. You should have been in your classroom unless the classroom has a toilet and still, excuse me, Mr. Janitor, can you do this? Can you do that?
Yeah.
Option. You could have did it yourself. Get you a pair of blue latex gloves. Get you some sort of scooper. Do whatever. You could have got a plunger and tried to work that. But what you said to yourself is, let me get this little black nothing and make him do it. I don't think nothing of him. He's less than human. Because when you do something like that, you have no regard for anybody. That's, and even if you was to ask the school janitor to do that, you would say, please and sir. Listen, can you please, sir, come to the restroom? It's stopped up. You'd pass a note. You'd make a call on your phone. Hey, how you doing? I'm Mrs. Lassiter Carpenter in room such and such. Down the hall is this. You use courtesy. Right. Or you have a radio, walkie-talkie. Can our janitor please come to the restroom?
Yeah.
To do that and say you don't know why you did it, it makes it worse.
It does. And it just makes you say, man, these teachers are with our kids more than we are when you think about it, right? And you're entrusting that if you're dropping them off or you're, at the bus stop and they get on the bus and they go to school, that these folks, man, have stewardship responsibility over your kids and that they're taking care of your kids, right? And when you see something like this, man, it just has to destroy your sense, man, of what is going on. Man, when I saw that, I was like, human made him put his hands in there and clean it out with his bare hands. How?
The mentality.
Why? It's incredible, man. It really is.
And it's something. This, T. So, Can you imagine if a black teacher had told a Caucasian?
Oh man, come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah. You got to flip it because somebody. Why do you use the race card? That teacher not only would have been fired, never to teach again, house probably burned down to the ground, witness protection program, and the entire family got to leave town. But we supposed to understand that. I don't know how the mother can get on social media or have a microphone in her face. I know some people, man. I will remove myself and my family out. But I know some people that would have came to that school with a bucket of horse manure.
Yeah.
And there wouldn't have been no words. Now, let me tell you what really should happen, since she don't know why she did it with her grown self and all her degrees, teacher certification. What she should do is use her own hand and dig in a toilet right in front of that 5-year-old kid and his family and the entire class. Look him in his face and say, I want to apologize. I'm going to do it too because I need to know what I've done. You go from there, because back to what you said about children being with teachers more than parents. Man, some of these youngsters look at a teacher for everything.
Mm-hmm. Hugs,
nurturing, inspiration, motivation, make them laugh. They worship teachers. At 5 years old, you just love your teacher. She's a hero. She has a cape. Yep. She's actually learning. She tells the others to be quiet and sit down, and they listen. This is amazing. I'm 5 years old, man. I love this person. And I heard that the mother had a GoFundMe page so she could raise money to get little man some therapy because he's going through something.
Come on, bro.
He probably never wants to go to that school again.
Yeah.
How is he going to look at his other classmates now? It's Mike, you don't even realize the detriment, the damage. psychological that you've done to this dude?
Because if you think about the age, right, you're just really out of diapers and potty trained.
And you trust all adults.
Yeah.
You trust adults at 5, especially your I'm gonna picture him in first grade, kindergarten.
Yeah.
It's elementary, so we'll go first grade.
Yeah. Yeah.
And probably went home and told mom all about his first grade teacher and how great she is. You know, I saw a picture of that kid. Cheeks, still got his baby fat. He's missing a tooth. He's 5, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It will definitely stay with him.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about it.
He will be our age still remembering that.
But it's embarrassing too when your kids tease each other, man. You know, so you see that, right? It's just terrible, man. And I just hope that something good comes of it. And I hope that the young man, or the child, I should say, not a young man, child, gets the counseling, and that the family works through it. You know, I tell you, man, I remember, personally, when my son got into a situation with a kid was bullying him, and man, I didn't think the school was handling it right. Man, and my wife called me at work, Mike. I couldn't even see straight, man. Like it just.
I'm on the way to the school,
bro. Straight up,
straight
up, it just went blurry, man. It just went blurry. Right?
Just giving me a hard time.
Blood pressure shot up, man. I said, man, I got to get this together, man.
You live for your kids.
I'm glad I had like an 8-hour, 10-hour buffer in between going and sitting down and talking, because when I saw that guy, that boy's father. Man, I so much just wanted to just say, hey, man, come here, man. Let me talk to you for a second. Come here, man. Let me talk to you for a second, right? Man to man, right? But that wouldn't have been a way to handle it, especially being professional and you're thinking about your career, that type of stuff, man. But in the midst of that, I literally couldn't see in front, man. Like I went blind.
Yeah, because
that's your kids. That's your kids, man.
You love them, man. All you could thinking about is somebody hurting
you lose
them.
all sense, bro. You lose all sense.
Let me tell you something, man. My daughter got into an incident, man, when she was in 6th grade. Apparently some kid stepped on her hand in gym class. And I think he twisted her hand into the gym floor.
Lord have mercy.
She had just got to middle school. And I asked her, "Who did you tell the gym teacher?" No. Did you tell your homeroom teacher? No. Well, who'd you tell? Nobody. And then what happened after that? Nothing. I said, you know what just happened? You just been bullied. I'll be up to the school tomorrow, and trust me when I tell you the incident won't happen again. But go up there and enjoy yourself. And I went up there. I said I need to see the principal, assistant principal, guidance counselor, and the resource officer, and the gym teacher. I need y'all to do something about this situation. Mm-hmm. My daughter is 12. She don't bother nobody.
Yep.
I am not going to talk anymore after this. It's my
since they
last
following
time.
me now, I can't.
Yep.
I can't explain to you how furious I am. And I know 12-year-old kids. I got cousins, man. I don't want to come back up here. And I'm not threatening anybody. I just need that situation to get handled, man. Mm-hmm. And I would later see the gym teacher, and he said, "Sir, you ain't got to say no more. Your looks is everything."
Said it was a wrap, Mike, huh? Said it was a wrap.
All of them pulled that kid in the office after I left, and they said to that kid, "For the love of humanity, please find somebody else. Just bother somebody else, please. Whatever you do, because please don't do nothing to her. Don't look at her. Don't say nothing. I'm telling you, man, the man ain't playing, man. Don't do it." And let me tell you something, man. This teacher in Arkansas that sees that don't know why she did that, I know some sisters that would handle that.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about it.
And she don't have to be physically touched, but a lot need to happen and need to be said. That need to be handled abruptly and with a swift iron hand. The school website emails need to flood. Phone calls need to flood.
Yeah.
Administrative paid leave while you investigate. You got some people that might want to do their own investigation. And I question all the politicians, the lawyers. Where are the brothers and sisters in that area, or anybody with some humanitarianism or civility to handle that, man? Because if it don't get handled, you got people who will handle it in an unprofessional way.
Yeah, you're right. And to me, there's no investigation need to be made. It's like it's wrong.
Crystal Hill Elementary in North Little Rock. That information will be posted.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys heard it or not, man. But this teacher tried to come back and apologize. I don't know if y'all addressed it or not. The teacher tried to come back and apologize, but that mother was not hearing any of it. That mother, listen, she needs to be fired. She don't ever need to even have the ability to even teach again. For her to doggone conduct herself, I agree with that 110%. You're gonna force my child to put his hand in some feces? Have you lost your mind? That means you looked at my child less than a child to take his naked hand and put it in some feces.
Hey, yeah, let me tell you something, man. I understand that somebody just commented talking about I got an aunt and grandmother and my wife would have been up there. Let me tell you something, man. I'm going to the nearest dog kennel and I'm going to tell them I'm going to clean the kennels for y'all today. I'm going to take it all that to the school. Sister, you can go ahead and get in there on your own, or you can get some help. But you going all body first, head to toe. Everything, man. You need to know what that feel like, man. And I want you in until I get satisfied.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Hey, that mom wasn't playing, man. Mom wasn't having it. So
apology.
Whatever.
Trace, I'm like you. The tunnel vision, the blinder, the walls are closing in. My adrenaline is on swole.
Bro, I've never experienced that, man. It just went black.
Bro,
my wife called me and just went. I was like, Lord have mercy. I had to go talk to my boss and say, look, I won't be in tomorrow, or I'm gonna be late. Here's why. I just said,
I'm shutting down the Carter.
Man, nobody, man, look here, man, messing with your babies like that, man. And it's different when you talk about adults. You're talking about a child, man, where they're so impressionable at the age, so they're gonna listen to what you tell them to do. So I'm like,
5 years old. 5 years old.
Man, no way in the world, man. But hey, anyways, man. All right, man, we're gonna go on to that next one, man. A question for you, man. Did you see what Tom Izzo grab? I want to know your thoughts, man, on the Tom Izzo grabbing.
Did you say Tom Izzo or Bobby Knight?
Man, that's the first person I thought about, man. Bobby Knight. I like Tom. I like Tom Izzo as a coach. I think he's a great coach. But man, I believe you got to start to wonder, man, has this thing kind of passed him by, man? Some changes, man, because you just dealing with these kids now, man, and how you deal with them. You can't deal with them the same way. I'll use kind of a analogy, man. Both Mike and I are in fraternities, man. Fraternity's been around a long time. The stuff that Mike and I went through when we pledged, man, is them kids not going through that. They're not going through that right now.
Illegal today.
They're not.
No, sir.
They not going through that. They're not having that. They're not taking that, and they will be like, "Look, you going to jail, okay?" Times change, man.
It's a different day and age, man.
It's a different day and age, man. And you look at how he was. You look at how he was grabbing that young man. It doesn't work, man. And so Tom Izzo either has to change, or he's gonna be like Bobby Knight, man, and out of a job. Because Bobby Knight ran out of the ability to do that, because talented players that had options said we don't need to deal with that, man.
Yeah,
and we're not gonna go deal with that. And he stopped winning, and that's it. So Tom Izzo's got to watch it. I think the university's got to watch that and look at that.
They have to address that. Bobby Knight was given a chance, at which we all knew that he wasn't going to make it. Bobby, your language, throwing chairs, cursing, that need to be brought to a halt. And Bobby had been doing that for years, and it was hard to stop. Izzo definitely needs to be addressed. I've seen it done before. Some of these, at 66, he's really no match for a 20-year-old that's on top of his game. Don't do that. I wouldn't want anybody grabbing my kid. Now, I was playing basketball, Allen University. The coach was an Omega, and he grabbed my jersey and brought me to him and told me, look, I need you to go out there. You got the green light. Go. That's a different grab. That enthusiastic grab, like, yo, fellas, let's rock and roll. Let's get it in. Let's go, man. Boom. Not grabbing somebody and saying, who do you think you are out there? I done told you this. I done told you that. There's a vast difference, man. And everybody ain't gonna go for it, and a lot of parents ain't gonna go for it. You gotta. I don't want that. If that was my kid, I'd have a nice chat with the coach. Sir, can you elaborate?
Yeah. And see, Mike, I think what happens, man, is there's a school of thought, like Draymond Green and those guys are like, hey, it's not a big thing, blah, 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 and all those things. Mm-hmm. But the problem you have is that the really good players are not going to want to go there. You're going to have to be a certain type of person to go there and deal with that. And if you don't win, man, it's not going to be tolerated. It's tolerated now because Izzo wins. But if Izzo doesn't win, it's very different when you don't win, bro. It's very different. And you got to watch that.
He shouldn't have grabbed him. But that big kid knocked his hand away the first time, and I guess worse was said. That big kid turned around on him and looked at him.
Yeah.
The size difference and the age difference let you know that could have went a horrible way for Izzo.
Terrible. Right.
I work with 16, 17, 18-year-olds. Ain't no just grabbing them, boy. These dudes strong like crocodiles and jaguars, man. You mess around and pull something or break something. We at arm's distance at all times, 6+ feet. We talk, and I let them know. Don't roll up on me either. Mm-hmm. We can always conversate. Yeah. I'm here to help, but Izzo better be glad that kid ain't run when he grabbed his jersey. He'd drag.
All right, man. We're gonna last short. We're gonna have to definitely keep it short, man. On this last topic, man. Wonder how you guys brackets looking out, man, and let each one of you comment, man. If we're in the show, man, on how your brackets looking, man.
Well, you know what? I'll start. I'm not a big bracket dude, but I will give y'all some breaking news. The number 15 Oral Roberts just took down the number 2 Ohio.
Whoa!
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Yes, and one of them kids with Oral Roberts dropped 30. It can happen. It can happen. That's probably
that was the guy that was shooting it from almost half court, wasn't it, Mike? That was.
Did you see that? The brother shot it from the logo.
Beautiful.
He was definitely getting it in, man. But I'm not a big bracket dude, man. I let my son do that. I just like to see who wins and who loses. One thing I want to touch base before I turn it over to T-Cham. Let's give a mad and a big shout out to 2 of those HBCUs who did it big last night. Norfolk State took down Appalachian State. Huge. And when I tell you they showed them faces when they was jumping up and down for App State, and all of a sudden Norfolk won after 2 bricks. They showed them same faces. I ain't never seen this kind of faces in my life. You know what kind of faces they showed? And on the other end, Texas Southern went down and took Mount St. Mary's down, man. So 2 huge wins for the HBCUs. Now, Texas Southern got to meet Michigan. Good luck. And Norfolk State got to meet #1 Gonzaga. Good luck, Norfolk.
Man,
parting thoughts, my brother.
Man, what happened, what Mike just shared is what you call a bracket buster. There's absolutely no question about it. I'm looking at my bracket, and while Oral Roberts probably won't go that far, they probably get beat in the next round. I had Ohio State going to the Elite 8, right? So that is definitely a bracket buster. Hey man, this is if you're a sports fan, you know, this is one of the best days of the year, man. The first day of the first, couple of days of March Madness, man, when you have a Cinderella story like a Oral Roberts who came in, the 15th seed and they beat the number 2 seed in the region. And Ohio State, man, had a really good year. But it happens. And I love this one and done format, man. Anything can happen. It's all about playing your best game at that time. And if you have an off game or you run against a guy like this guy from Oral Roberts, Mike, that was hitting these shots.
Yes.
Man, you're in trouble, man. You're in trouble. I was looking at another game. It was another early game, and the team almost messed around and lost that game. I mean, because the team came to play and they lost, or they lost in overtime.
Yeah, hey, that's why they call it the madness, man. That's why they call it the madness.
That's why they call it the madness.
Sound like a plan, gentlemen. Sound like a plan.
Let me throw something else before we dip. Oregon State 62. They number 12 beating number 5 Tennessee 62-44 with 5 minutes left in the game.
That's what's up, man.
And there's always a 5-12 upset. That's another bracket buster.
Boom.
Like you said, that's what it's called, the madness. Family, it's been a great show. Appreciate you guys. Be blessed. I'm Nick.
I'm Mike.
Military brother talking sports. Peace.
Teach.